Okay, here we are. Welcome to a tour of some of the simulations within the disciplines in Transfer VR's virtual training. So you'll notice it says manufacturing and construction, the skilled trades. This is one of the biggest and most, I wouldn't say complicated, but the best variety of things that a student could learn. So this ties into all sorts of different things. And what I would like to do is give you a quick view of what it ties into. So I'll try to get as close to these as possible. The first thing that a student is going to do is they're going to learn how to use the controllers, okay, that you can see on my screen, and they're going to learn how to maneuver. But after that, because almost every construction job requires measurement, they have simulations for everything from fractional inch rules to metric rules to inside and outside calipers, digital calipers, micrometers, whether they're manual or digital. And then there's also a section on fractions, being able to simplify fractional measurements, which if you're using the standard English system is very important. So learning how to measure, super important. Most of the disciplines also will have the students go through the electrical fundamentals. They will learn about circuits and ohm laws, how to test for voltage, and how to do basic soldering. But in manufacturing and construction, a big part of what you want your employees to do is to be safe. So you have an entire section here on plant safety. And I'm not going to read all of them, but it starts with your personal protective equipment. And then it has things like situational awareness, manual lifting skills, how to work around hoists and cranes, energy related hazards, lockout, tagout, which is important everywhere, robotic safety, ladder safety, fire extinguisher safety, safety data sheets, different kinds of tools, everything from miter saws to electric drills to grinders to nibblers. And then when it comes to welding, you're not going to learn about everything with welding, but you're going to learn about some of the safety things. So burn safety, spot welding safety, and MIG welding safety, as well as oxyacetylene. So again, this is all under manufacturing and construction. There is an entire section about reading technical blueprints. Now, this might not apply to everybody, but if your job requires a certain amount of literacy, being able to do more complicated tasks like this, this would be a great thing for you to have me have the participants do to see if they can handle this. All right. Now, in the field of construction, again, we have construction safety. So everything just from situational awareness to using respirators, extension ladders, scaffolds, all sorts of different tools from hand tools to power tools. You can see a hammer drill, reciprocating saw, portable band saws. Then there's a section on construction drawings. So you have two different simulations just on construction drawings. All right, material handling placards, safety concepts, rigging hitches. And I'm skipping around quite a bit because I'm trying to keep this quick. But this is kind of, can you see that this would be something where you could make a list of different disciplines and a list of different simulations in the disciplines, that it would be very useful to have an incoming employee, somebody that you might want to interview, to have them come in with their scores on these different simulations. What would that do for you as a hiring person? Would that make you think that these people are serious about their learning? I would hope so, especially if they're getting really high scores in this. For me, this really lets me motivate a participant and get them up there and get them excited about doing this. Now, also in this section, we have mechatronics and paint robot troubleshooting. I'm not going to go into that too much. It's pretty specific, but that's a little bit about manufacturing and construction. Now, other things we have electrical construction. So aviation maintenance, there's a whole bunch of stuff with aviation maintenance from all sorts of airframe skills. Okay, this is just as complex as construction and maintenance, but it all has to do with aviation. So somebody, if there's anybody out there today that's looking to get somebody working on airplanes, this one's really cool. But we're not gonna spend much time on it. Automotive, same thing. You have your precision measurement. Then you have your plant safety. Okay, it's all the same things because it's important. Electrical fundamentals, same thing because it's important. But then when you get to your real skills, it's all about auto body. All right. So everything from masking to inspecting and cleaning your paint gun to priming panels, spray patterns, advanced painting, basic painting, paint selection and mixing, bead blasting. Honestly, there's powder coating, a lot of stuff I haven't had time to do yet. But if this applies to your job that you might be hiring for, boy, it would be great to ask the participants who might want to apply to your company to go through these. It's going to take them hours. And then you can look at their scores and see how serious they are. Also, there's a whole thing on automotive fundamentals. So this is more like brakes and oil changes, different types of suspensions, fuel system fundamentals, engine cylinder compression tests. So all sorts of cool stuff, all about automotive. And then finally, there's diesel technology. When you're doing diesel technology, you'll notice we still have precision measurement. We still have electrical fundamentals. But now we've got diesel vehicle maintenance and diesel engine overhaul are the two big simulation categories. So everything from tire inspection to replacement, oil and filter, air compressor replacement, drum brake inspection and repair. Oop, looks like some of the pictures didn't load, but you've got cam brake replacement, wheel ends, tie rod end replacement, steering gearboxes. So again, just all sorts of things. Somebody that maybe you're just looking to hire a driver, but if a diesel truck driver goes through all of this, they're going to know a lot more about their truck. And if you want somebody to work on a diesel engine and they can go through, you can see there's 23 simulations. What does that say about their commitment? All right, I would think that would say a lot. Then there's a whole section on diesel engine overhaul, which is pretty specific. So we'll leave that one alone. Anyway, hospitality and tourism we're not going to go into, but that basically shows you some of the big disciplines and some of the things within them. I would love to talk with you more, so I'm going to end the video right here, and hopefully you and I can get a time to sit down and talk about what I could have our participants working on while they're serving their time and how they could come out and be much more focused and excited about working for you. Thanks a lot.